Hey guys, it's Tammy Van Hollander. Tele-Play Therapy Day 10. So for day 10, I thought that we would celebrate with greatness sticks. But I wanted to give you guys a little heads up. So I've been doing videos every day through this social distancing and through this pandemic. And I didn't want to be social isolating myself anymore and wanted to have my own play dates with all of my amazing colleagues and experts in the field. So I am going to be doing different videos with all of these colleagues I know and love, and for them to be able to bring their expertise to you. And I selfishly get to then have a play date and see all of my good buddies. So that's going to be coming up, a lot of super fun stuff. But today it's day 10, and I really want to have some celebration and get some positive momentum going since things have been tough. And I think we're all beginning to feel it. Many of you know of my greatness sticks. They are being used all over the world. There's been blogs on it. It's been in Claire Mellantine's book. There has been different podcasts on it. So these greatness sticks kind of just took off, and they're really so simple for all of you to do, and it's great to be able to do in teleplay therapy. So, greatness sticks were all inspired by the nurtured heart approach, my training in the nurtured heart approach by Howard Glasser. I'm a certified nurtured heart approach trainer. And what I fell in love with regarding the nurtured heart approach is it's all different ways of how are we celebrating kids' greatness. So, how do we honor their greatness? How do we recognize their greatness by giving them these positive recognitions? Because often when kids are acting out, we're giving them $100 bills for the negative attention. And when kids are doing well, we're giving them $5 bills. There's no way that we can balance when we are feeling activated and when kids are pushing our buttons, all the bells and whistles of the negative energy that we are giving to them. I often say that if we begin to feed the chaos of the negativity, that's when things really begin to spiral. And how are we able to be the thermostat on the thermometer for the child? So, through all of that, Greatness Sticks came about. And also, my book, Casey's Greatness Wings, came about, which I'll be talking about on another video when we're talking about kinesthetic storytelling and teaching mindfulness to children. So, greatness sticks. I wish I had my sand tray right now. So, I have basically created these greatness sticks, and I'm going to send you a link to this, which will also give you directions to be able to use them here. And basically, each of these sticks have all different qualities on them. So, we have brave, we have magical, helpful. And so basically, what we're doing is, as we're doing even a check in with the child, we're giving them these recognitions of all the greatness that we see in them. And they can be using the popsicle sticks to be able to do the greatness that they see in themselves, as well as what is the greatness that they see in others. And another part of it is, what is something that you wish that mom would be more of? What is something that you wish your sibling would be more of? So, how are we really being able to use this type of vocabulary? These type of greatness words are not part of our vocabulary. When I did greatness sticks in India for women raising their self-esteem, it was really hard for them to think of positive words because they weren't used to it. So this could be done in the sand tray or in general. I had one child literally pick all the things that make them great and tied it in a bow and gave it to himself for his birthday. So some of them, as you can see, I had typed out. So this one you could see it's courteous. And then we have honest. So what basically they're doing is having these sticks and being able to create them and then give recognitions to one another. If you do have a sand tray, you could pick miniatures and ask the parent or sibling to pick miniatures as well, and they both place them in the sand tray, and then they put the greatness together of each of their miniatures. It's easier to explain when it's shown, but I have directions that I will post below when we are giving these recognitions. It's really important that we are acknowledging what we see in them, and being able to celebrate all the greatness that they have, because it's important to recognize that there is so much more that children are doing great than they're not than doing poorly. But when there are episodes when kids are pushing our buttons, we choose to energize that, then recognizing there are so many things that kids are doing great. And this is really a time to be recognizing that giving them these recognitions of them being brave, and them being tolerant and being resilient, of staying home when it is so hard and they are missing their friends. So I am going to end on a Nurtured Heart book. This is called The Greatness Chair by Kathleen Friend. And I am not going to read all of it, but it's beautiful. There's a whole library of different books on the Nurtured Heart approach and how we can be embracing greatness. You can find out more about the Nurtured Heart approach by also going to www.thechildrensuccessfoundation.com. So what I love about this book is that it's very similar to the Greatness Sticks, but it takes place in the Greatness Chair. So this book is dedicated to all the children and grown-ups who take care of them. Once upon a time, in a town just like yours, Avi was about to have an ordinary, not so good day. His alarm rang, but he was not still tired. He rolled over and went back to sleep. The next thing he heard was Mom yelling, "Get up, Avi, you're going to be late for school." Her voice startled him. His chest was tight, and he didn't want to get up. But he tried to put a smile on his face, and he got out of bed. So it goes through everything that's been really hard at school. He got yelled at school through the day. Everything was going poorly for Avi. So then, when Avi got home, he was asked to be in the time-out chair. And in the chair, he fell asleep. He found himself deep in the forest. The sun peeped through the clouds up ahead, and he could see a large, grand-looking chair like a throne. It was the biggest, most beautiful chair he had ever seen. "Here you are, Avi, right on time. Welcome to the land of Davina. Have a seat in my greatness chair." So it begins to talk about the fairy. And what she tells him is, it's not about the chair at all. It's about the person sitting in the chair. Now that you are here, tell me about your greatness. "My greatness? You must be kidding. I can't think of anything. I just had a very bad day and everything went wrong." Puzzled and unsure, but willing to try, he told Zoe about waking up late and running to get to the bus. Zoe thought for a moment and said, "That shows me the greatness of moving fast when you need to." Avi didn't think that was so great. He told her about school and how his teacher kept telling him to stop talking and sit still, and how excited he was to talk to his friends and run around at recess. "Avi, that shows you have the greatness of enthusiasm and energy." He thought about how he couldn't wake up on time when his alarm went off because he was still tired. That reveals the greatness of listening to your body. This is self-care. Avi was confused. Zoe turned everything he said upside down. Or maybe it was being turned right side up. Avi started to like this game and wanted to keep playing. He remembered he agreed to play with his sister's favorite game. I think that shows me my greatness of kindness and being selfish and not being selfish. So as they went through all the different things, Avi then took a pencil and paper and wrote all of his greatness down while he sat in the greatness chair. So while sitting in the greatness chair, he was able to write down all of his greatness. So this is a great way for you to be able to have kids sit in their own greatness chair and to celebrate all of their greatness. This is a hard time, and we all need to be recognizing, honoring, and celebrating each other for all the beautiful, magical gifts we all have. Take care.